Good morning to you on this Sunday. Thanks so much for checking in with us here at Atlanta News First Plus. Cloudy and cold in Midtown right now as we look at part of the skyline here in Atlanta. You can see part of the downtown connector there as people get out and about. You will be bundled up as you walk out the door this morning. You will definitely have the heat on if you're going to be in the car. Good morning to you. I'm Megan Packer. We will check in with First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi in just a few moments. She is not only tracking today's forecast, but also looking at your work and school week ahead. It is a long weekend, President's Day weekend, so maybe you'll be home tomorrow. If you're trying to make some plans, Courtney will have your full forecast here in just a few moments. But right now, I wanted to update you on some of the top stories that we are tracking this morning, including a deadly shooting investigation in Snellville, which is in Gwinnett County. This happened last night. We know one person is dead. Police were called out to Scenic Highway just before 11 o'clock last night, responding to reports of a large group fighting. And when the officers got there, they heard the gunshots, and then they found a man who had been shot in the chest. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. So right now, this is under investigation. No word on if there have been any arrests or where this investigation stands right now. But again, a deadly shooting investigation in Snellville in Gwinnett County. Now, today marks 1 year since former President Jimmy Carter entered hospice care. And this is something that we know so many people across Georgia and really the country have been following ever since he entered hospice care 1 year ago today. And we're hearing a little bit of an update from those who know him. The former president's doctor provided a bit of an update saying that Jimmy Carter is doing fairly well at home in Plains, but that he continues to have a little bit of a decline that is measured. Of course, he lost his wife of 77 years, his beloved Rosalind, back in November. So we're told that has been one of the biggest challenges, which is, of course, understandable. President Carter is 99 years old. So many people, again, sending their love and their well wishes to the Carters today. If you are planning your week, just a heads up that early voting here in Georgia begins tomorrow, Monday. It is the first day of early voting for Georgia's March 12th presidential primary. It will run through Friday, March 8th. And if you are trying to figure out where to go, when you can go, we've got times and locations posted in our website and app, atlantanewsfirst.com. Last night, the family of Johnny Holloman hosted a benefit concert as they can continue to demand justice and look for answers. They are demanding that the former officer who tased Holloman face criminal charges. The father and deacon was killed in August during a traffic stop. Holloman initially refused to sign a ticket when first asked to do so. On body camera, Officer Kieran Kimbrough takes him to the ground, then tases him multiple times. Holloman lost consciousness and died shortly after. These were some images we were just looking at from last night's benefit concert. His family has filed a lawsuit against the city of Atlanta and that officer who was fired. That officer denies any misconduct and is appealing his termination. All right, it is President's Day weekend, and maybe you were hitting the road for a bit, at least a part of it. Got a couple of days left here of the long weekend, and I just checked the gas prices. They are creeping up a bit. We are paying more than we were last week, but we are paying less than what we were paying this time last year in Georgia. Today's average in the state is $3.16 a gallon for regular. The national average, $3.27. We are always sitting below the national average here in Georgia, so we enjoy that. So just keep that in mind if you are heading out and about, maybe doing a day trip tomorrow for the long weekend. And as always, I'll just remind you that we've got a great resource on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com, from Gas Buddy, where it shows you some of the Metro Atlanta gas stations offering some of the lowest prices. So it tells you the prices, it tells you the addresses, and you can find that on our website. And if you're going out and about, I know you want to know what the weather's going to be. It is freezing, I can tell you that, but let me bring in the expert to fill in the blanks for us. First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi tracking it all for us as we look at just a cloudy Midtown. But you were telling us earlier on air, Courtney, we will see the sun, which always at least helps brighten our spirits, right?
Yes.
If not the temperature.
Correct. Yeah, the sunshine will come out a little later today. So if you are getting ready to head out and about this morning, just know that it'll get better as we go through the day. It's not going to be super, super cloudy the rest of the day. In fact, we will see more sunshine, which, yes, should help at least in some capacity with the cooler temperatures that are out there this morning. So I am First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. My heels are too tall to stand on a box, but I'm also a little too short to make this look right. So anyway, we're at an awkward heel height today, but nonetheless, I'm here to tell you about the weather. We have quite a few changes. While it is going to be very cold today, spring is going to make a comeback as we head into the week. So let's talk about it. What you're going to notice here on this graphic of kind of what we're tracking here, no First Alert weather days. That means a pretty quiet and calm week ahead of us. No severe weather expected. And in fact, the showers that are on the way late week, right now what it's looking like is that will move in mainly late evening Thursday and bring us the most widespread coverage of rain overnight Thursday into early Friday morning. So while a lot of us are sleeping, so it shouldn't impact your day. If you're an early commuter on Friday, you might run into some damp roadways, but that's about it right now. That could change, so you'll want to stay tuned to the forecast just in case that rain does shift where we think it's going to have a greater impact on your day. But nonetheless, today will be cool. Tomorrow, mild for a lot of you who have the day off for President's Day. Overall, it'll be a pretty nice start to the week. Not necessarily the work week, but start to the week. High fire danger today. I do want to touch on this quickly. Any of the counties covered in orange there. So that is most of North Georgia with the exception of our far eastern counties. So from Clark County down into Greene and Oglethorpe County into Putnam County. You are not underneath that fire danger, but nonetheless, we're all going to be extremely dry today. And with the light wind that continues today, it's definitely not going to be as breezy as yesterday, but you will notice at least a light breeze here and there. Put those two things together and that creates high fire danger. So with the cooler weather, as tempting as it is to maybe light your fire pits in the backyard, or I know a lot of people have been kind of pruning back some of their bushes and getting ready for their spring gardens. Don't go burning any of that debris because that could easily lead into a bigger problem. So the conditions today just not great for any kind of burning. Now, as we go through the afternoon, around 12 o'clock, we'll see decreasing clouds, and you can kind of already see that in the top corner of your screen there over Truist Park in Cobb County, where the Braves, they start spring training. They've started spring training, their first game, I believe, next weekend, and then their home game, I was checking because if you know me, you know I'm a big Braves fan, less than 50 days away until the Braves are here playing their first game at home. So really exciting stuff. Mid-40s again by noon, and we'll start to see again decreasing clouds. Lots of sunshine by 4 o'clock with temperatures topping out in the low 50s today. And then if you have any dinner plans tonight, mostly clear skies with temperatures in the mid-40s around 7 o'clock. Now tomorrow is President's Day, and it'll start cold. So if you do need to head out the door tomorrow morning for work, just know that you're going to need the coat tomorrow morning, low to mid-30s. By 8 o'clock, and then we'll bump into the 40s around 10, and we'll see a lot of sunshine from start to finish tomorrow. Highs tomorrow climbing near 60 degrees. Here's a look at tomorrow's high temperatures. Again, mid to upper 50s. If you live in LaGrange, even Eatonton, I don't think it's out of the question that you hit 60 degrees tomorrow, but just about near average for tomorrow's high temperatures. As we go into the start of the week, high pressure builds in. That's going to leave us warm and dry, but then Thursday night, as I was mentioning at the top of my weathercast here, we'll have a cold front move in, and that's going to bring us the chance for showers mainly Thursday night, overnight into early Friday morning. Really should dodge most of the commute, but overall this week, going to be a warm one and not super wet. Again, that rain really not going to impact most of you unless you work crazy hours like some of us do here in the news world and you are out and about overnight and very late Friday evening or Thursday evening, excuse me. Here's a look at your temperatures the next 6 days. So notice the normal high, 59. Just about every day this week is going to be at or above average with the exception of tomorrow. We'll top out just below it. But we'll head into the 60s again on Tuesday, mid-60s by Wednesday. Wednesday is by and large going to be the best day of the week. We're going to see a lot of sunshine, mid-60s, really comfortable. Thursday, we'll see an increase in cloud cover, but most of the day Thursday will be dry. So I know a lot of kids are out of school this week. Parents are going to have a lot of opportunity to get outside and just enjoy the weather because it will be nice. And that rain moves in Thursday night into early Friday. So then notice the temperature is kind of cool. That's because the rain is along a cold front, but it's not going to bring us a big Arctic blast of air. We'll go right back near average on Saturday. So it's really just going to bump us back near average. Let's take you through First Alert Futurecast. I just want to kind of put a little asterisk here. This timing is more than likely going to change. models have been kind of going back and forth, but they have been fairly consistent on Thursday night into the overnight hours. So what we're watching for is if this rain scoots into more so your commute on Thursday or maybe your morning commute on Friday. If we think this rain's going to have a big impact on your day and how you're going to have to go about traveling, we'll issue that first alert weather day. But right now, maybe a few showers north of the city. And when you're this far out, these lower resolution models, they show you longer range, but they're not as high of a resolution. Some of the light colors there that you're seeing could just be indication of cloud cover and just moisture in the air, not necessarily rain that's going to hit the ground. But Thursday afternoon and evening, we'll have the chance for maybe a few showers with notice. As we head into the midnight hour, that's when our most widespread coverage of rain will be. And then as we make our way into 8 o'clock, notice you see the deeper greens kind of down near Vidalia and Macon. Most of the rain should be south of the city by the morning commute on Friday. Maybe a few light trailing showers for the early morning commuters. But again, the roads might be damp on Friday morning. We'll keep you posted on the timing. This far out, it's going to change in some capacity. But it looks like Thursday night into the overnight hours is going to be our best shot for rain. And even with the rain, it's not going to be much. It should all be light. We're not worried about severe weather. We're looking at maybe a 1/10 of an inch to a 1/2 an inch up in the mountains at best between now and Friday, with that rain really falling Thursday into Friday. But we'll keep you posted on if anything changes. If we do have any heavier rain, if it moves in the afternoon and we have the heat of the day, that could lead to some thunderstorm activity. So fine tuning needs to be done, which is typical this many days out. But we'll let you know. Right now, the rain shouldn't be an issue unless you are commuting late at night Thursday or super, super early on Friday. Here's a look at your first alert 7-day forecast. So the morning started cold. Of course, we started freezing, but the afternoon will be a little warmer, still chilly, low 50s. We'll wake up near freezing tomorrow. A lot of our suburbs will be freezing tomorrow morning. So if you do need to get up and at it tomorrow, just know you'll definitely need the coat. And you'll still need the jacket through the morning hours. Highs in the upper 50s tomorrow. Really nice day. Mostly sunny Tuesday, low 60s, back in the mid 60s Wednesday. So a nice spring-like feel on the way by midweek. Upper 60s Thursday with a chance for a few evening showers, with most of the rain falling overnight. Few showers possible early on Friday morning with temperatures in the low 60s. Looking ahead to next weekend, we have dry conditions persisting. We'll head near 60 degrees on Saturday. And just because I'm looking forward to it, next weekend, while the Daytona 500 is in Florida this weekend, we have the And Better Health 400 next weekend, which my husband and I will be at. And so I've been watching the weather for next Sunday very carefully, because Sunday afternoon is when the race starts. And it looks like right now it's going to be really mild and wonderful, but we'll keep you posted on that. But next weekend, if you're already thinking about it, if you've already got plans going on, just know we're going to kick it off dry and really nice with temperatures near 60 degrees. So in February, to have near 60, which is just about on par for this time of year, that's wonderful. Really, really nice weather on the way for the week, with just that small rain chance as we head into Thursday night, maybe into early Friday morning. But if that changes, we will sure let you know. All right, everyone, we appreciate you spending some time with us on your Sunday morning to get your news headlines and your forecast. I hope you make it a great day. Stay warm today. It's definitely a chilly one, but some warmer weather is right around the corner, so just hang in there. For any of the students that have off this week, parents who are going along with that, I hope you can enjoy the week off. Well deserved, especially for all of you teachers out there. And we will catch you here next time. Make it a great day.